Being a pupil at Harrow Hong Kong is a unique experience. If you could choose one object to represent the most memorable part of your time at Harrow, what would it be?
Today I brought this object with me, the Harrow hat. It symbolizes the history and the tradition of all the Harrow schools. For me, since I was head boy last year, this hat was always with me, so this means a lot. Another point is this hat represents honor, courage, humility, and fellowship. My favorite memory with this hat is when we respected all those people who sacrificed their lives in World War I and World War II for us.
The object I have chosen today is my certificate from the Senior Maths Challenge earlier this year. Harrow has really taught us that academic excellence and knowledge does not just end at exams, but it goes even further. In Dragon Maths, I remember from around 3 years ago, I was new to the school and didn't know anyone, but what I did know was maths. And through this competition and through all the competitions that Harrow has promoted and allowed us to participate, I'm really grateful for all the opportunities to be able to strengthen my skills, but also be able to make new friends.
哈羅香港國際學校係英國歷史悠久嘅哈羅公學喺亞洲設立嘅第3間分校。自2012年創校以嚟，哈羅香港提供一條龍教育服務，涵蓋幼兒教育至13年級嘅課程。新任校長 Rosie McColl 首次接受香港媒體專訪，分享學校點樣傳承英國哈羅公學嘅教育理念同埋傳統精髓。
You will see some of the visual hallmarks of Harrow UK and a British education. So we have little nods to it, like we have a Harrow hat. We also wear blue blazers, which they call bluers. Some of our language that we use is very traditional English public school language, but that's really the surface level experience. But what really makes a Harrow education is the values that are common to every Harrow school, and they've been part of the Harrow family for many centuries and many years. So the educational values that we live by are honour, courage, fellowship and humility. And these 4 words are things that we live and breathe every day. The other thing that we really believe in is leadership. So all of our students work incredibly hard in their academic studies, but we give them lots of opportunities from a very young age to be leaders as they go into the world in terms of their confidence, their ability to present, to speak, to look after one another. All of those qualities we really believe in, and we can develop them all the way through the school.
哈羅香港提供 A-Level 課程，學術表現卓越，70%學生考獲 A 或以上嘅成績，成功入讀世界頂尖大學。除咗學業成就，學校亦都致力於培養學生嘅全人發展，啟發佢哋喺學術以外嘅領域中展現潛力。
The A-Level is a world-renowned and recognised qualification, and the reason that lots of universities around the world really prize an A-Level curriculum is that A-Levels encourage students to really delve as deep as they can and become subject specialists. And they will choose 3 subjects that they will study in depth for 2 whole years. And it means when they get to university, they're already at a very high level. And what we do offer is the A-Level curriculum alongside a really broad super curriculum. That's called an EPQ. A pupil will take a topic, do the research, learn the research methods that they'll need at university and beyond. So a student at Harrow will usually do 3 A-Levels plus an EPQ. If you look at our results over the last few years, you will see the students achieve outstanding academic outcomes. We send our students from Harrow to some of the top universities in the world. They go to US universities, Ivy League institutions, they go to Oxford and Cambridge, they go to the top 5 universities in the UK as well. We prepare students for all of these pathways and they achieve very high academic results, and they're very driven in that sense while involving themselves in the very rich and balanced educational offer that we provide. At Harrow we try and get a really broad balance, so within the school day all of our students are engaged in additional courses and opportunities, whether it's chess or whether it's badminton or debating, public speaking, a whole range of activities. We also include in our curriculum something called the Futures Programme, where we talk to students about the ever-changing world and the world that they're going to go into. So that curriculum is part of the school day. They'll discuss things like the ethics of AI. They'll have visiting speakers. There may be careers events. There may be opportunities for the sixth formers to develop their personal statements for their university applications, whether that's a US application or an application to the UK or to Hong Kong or to Beijing. We send students all around the world, but we make sure that within the school day we embed all of those things. We have a house system at the school, which means that a lot of what we do is done in smaller communities. So we have a large school and a very large campus, but we make sure that all of our students are part of a house, which is like your family in school. So that brings more opportunities for competition and enrichment as well.
校長 Rosie McColl 建議，對於有意選擇國際學校嘅學生同埋家長，應該深入了解學校嘅理念同埋價值觀，從而揾到最適合自己嘅學校。
I think when you're considering an international school, always very important to go to the school, and I would advise speaking to the pupils, speak to the pupils, and especially the eldest pupils in the school, because they are the ones that would have benefited from the experience that you're considering for your child. So if you start with the older pupils, you start to see the outcomes and the characters that the school will develop and they'll invest in. So that's my first piece of advice. The other piece of advice is to look at the school's values. I mentioned the Harrow values, and to really think about whether they fit with your own family values and what you believe in. And the third thing I would say is to look at what the school is doing to build character and to build a child's resourcefulness and resilience.